And Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture. And none is more...
Thanks, David. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
And it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Derrick Rose is out there with Kennard, and it's Wood in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hornets, P.J. Washington is out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Devontae Graham. And there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Rozier in at the point guard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Rose kicks to Snell. To the right side. Wood passes to Snell. And he banks in the layup.
Primarily out on the wing. Every now and then, Snell can score it inside, have some solid length.
Rose with the double team. Bridges passes to Rozier. Rose against Bridges. And it's Rose missing.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Now, this is what we saw from Bridges in college, the live body, able to make contact and complete plays.
Rose up on top. Graham defending. Rose, no good. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's Griffin. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Snell, the pass to Wood. Jacks up a three. Snell, no good.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Hardest in the air. I mean, the elevation, the hang time, the strength of Griffin. It's amazing.
Now, here's Biyombo. Rozier looking around. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now Detroit moving it up. Kennard kicks to Snell. Here's Wood. Pass to Griffin. Here's Snell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. The kick out to Rozier. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Wood. Connects on the open J.
But this is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Pass to Rozier. 1:31 left in the first quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bridges has got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Rose. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Snell. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, look how Snell dedicates to this selection. Absorbs the foul and still gets the bucket.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. And Monks subbed in for Rozier. Now here's Graham. There's the triple. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Bruce Brown, who's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Galloway. And the pass to Mikhailuk. It's Brown on the wing. It's stolen by Monk. Here's Graham. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Mikhailuk. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Passes it to Galloway. There's the feed to Maker. Another shot. Back to Galloway. Shoots over Graham. Detroit, no good that time either. Here's Washington. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
You see fours like Washington all over the floor. The easiest shot, though, is normally inside.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hornets ahead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Bro, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
On the floor for Detroit, they've got Doumbouya. McRae is out there with Brown. Then it's John Henson. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3, the small forward.
Sekou Doumbouya showing flashes of his potential.
He's a rangy, high-flying small forward. He's still figuring it out, but the physical tools are off the charts.
Charlotte in the lead. Graham gets a wide-open look. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Now, here's Monk. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 5. And there it is for him. Monk's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hornets.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. A nice shot by Mikhailuk. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Monk with the ball to the inside. Washington passes to Zeller. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
And here in the second with about 1.5 minutes gone by, here's Monk. Pass to Bacon. And here is Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A little contact, but Washington stays solid. I mean, using some physical play to ensure the bucket.
Pass to Doumbouya. Now Henson. He dishes it to Brown. Back to Henson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Henson's got his first basket. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. You know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. Some changes for Charlotte. Biombo, he's checked in for Washington. Miles Bridges comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And it's Rozier in for Devontae Green. Here's Snell. Got a piece of it. Kennard kicks to Snell. There's the dish to Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Tony Snell.
I love watching Griffin play the game. I mean, he has a lot of confidence in his abilities. He's terrific at staying aggressive.
Rozier, and the layup falls. And the Hornets lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Inside, here's Wood. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Rozier kicks to Monk, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Hornets. McDaniels comes in for Zeller, and Martin subbed in for Malik Monk. Thon Maker's checked in for Detroit. Down low, here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
I mean, so experienced. I mean, tell me something Rose hasn't seen on the court. I mean, he reads the D like a book.
Martin wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Martin's got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte. Galloway taking his time here. Maker passes to Kennard. Back to Maker. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
But the play disrupts the defense, and Kennard smartly capitalizes. He gets the ball to a ready shooter.
Here's Martin. Basket counts. Martin's got 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Galloway, the pass to Griffin. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Now, you don't put up numbers like Griffin unless you can finish through the contact inside.
Here's Martin, and it's good for 2. Martin's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Hornets.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. And for a team that's never made the conference final, Shaq, it's no wonder the Hornets.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Devontae Graham is out there with Rozier. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Bridges. And it's Washington in at the 4. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And here we go. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. and they'll retain possession. The Pistons have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Now, the aggression that Griffin plays with, I mean, that's what sets him apart, whether he's attacking the basket or getting after it on the offensive glass like he does right here.
Here's Rozier. It's good. And the Hornets lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Elbow shot is on the way. And it's Rose missing. Hornets shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. The pass to Washington. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Some changes for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And Monk's subbed in for Terry Rozier. Jordan McRae, he's checked in for Detroit. Brown comes in for Derrick Rose. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's McRae. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Henson in the post. He's covered by Zeller. Henson's shot is off.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Pass to Graham. He kicks it to Zeller. Stolen by Henson. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Here's Mikhailuk. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Charlotte making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Detroit also making some changes. Thon Maker comes in for Doumbouya. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Bruce Brown. Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Yep, it counts. Bacon's got his first points of the game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Galloway. Graham defending. Count it. Good.
A capable scorer. Galloway enjoys working in his mid-range game, I mean, from time to time.
Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Galloway dishes to Snell. For the tie, Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot's good from Bacon. Now it's a 5-point Hornets lead.
And we all know Monk likes to shoot, but their great decision, getting to the open teammate.
Kennard's shot is off. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And then Monk with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Biyombo is checked in for the Hornets. Rozier comes in for Devontae Graham. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in.
There's no question. Monk's ceiling is high. He needs to keep working on becoming a more efficient scorer and a well-rounded player.
That shot by Griffin, no good. And here's Charlotte. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. The shot by Monk is no good. Pistons trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Using his speed to his advantage, Griffin, once again, he has the momentum to make sure he's going to dunk it home in fourth.
In the corner, it's Monk. Missed inside. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Detroit looking at who they've got. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Christian Wood is out there with Griffin, and it's Rose in at the 1.
So when you're a vet like Rose, you figure out ways to score inside, even as a guard.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Now, here's Bridges. Defense is right there.
And what Kennard lacks in physicality, he makes up for it with effort. Does everything he can to stop the shot.
Snell kicks to Griffin. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Rose against Bridges, trying to find Rozier. Gets it to him.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
Outside Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, discussing Biombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes? Only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
Graham, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Graham. D right on him. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. The shot's good from Kennard.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
Graham dishes to Bridges. Washington kicks to Graham. Back to Washington. Pass to Graham. Now here's Rozier. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Wood. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. To the middle. Here's Griffin. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Griffin's got 19 points.
And showing why he's considered a leader. Griffin wants to be the guy taking these important shots. Wow! Rozier playing with real heart. I mean, what really can do to build momentum for the team.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. To the paint. The shot's good from Griffin. Griffin's got 13 points in the second half.
Look out, everybody. Blake Griffin is having one of those nights. When he's in this kind of mood, he is fighting.
And he comes up with the deuce.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. To the inside. And finished off by Wood.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Rose. Back to Batum. In the corner, it's Monk. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
The Pistons have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Rose surveying the D. And that one drops for him. Rose has got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons.
Oh, come on. Big time, big time. Rose has worked so hard to get back. He's so hungry in this late game.
Kennard against Martin. From the arc. The putback, it's in!
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Monk. Zeller trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Understanding the shoot-first mentality of Monk. Defense just got a little over-aggressive that time.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, what more can you say about Tony Snell? I mean, he's rangy. I mean, he can shoot. And you never really can question his effort level. But those are big. I mean, turns into a 2-possession game.
Hernan Gomez passes to Monk. And again, the Hornets missing. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he makes that one. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Batum. Detroit with the rebound. Here's Snell. Kennard for 3. That one misses. And so it's Detroit with the W. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
New York City. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Knicks.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at the point. And for New York, we've got Mo Harkless. Julius Randle is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Barrett, and it's Payton in at the point guard.
So pretty when it's effortless like that. Blake Griffin up in the air, throwing it down, all second nature.
Harkless finds Gibson. Wood with the block. Three-pointer. Snell trains the three-pointer. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Dishes to Griffin. We're about 1 minute into the first. Kennard kicks to Snell. Knocks it loose. For New York, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And how about Randle just collecting and absorbing that hit and still fights to get his shot off.
Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
And Barrett slams it in.
RJ does such a nice job of just changing speeds out there. And when he does that and picks the right angle, he'll score.
Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Wood. Griffin kicks to Snell. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Mo Harkless, the basket on the assist by Barrett. And that'll tie this game up.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Pass to Rose. Over Payton. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Randle throws it down.
Randle with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Snell finds Wood. In the corner, Kennard with it. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Passes it to Harkless. Floats it up for Randle. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Randle getting up there, explosive vertically on that play with great timing.
Wood passes to Rose. Back to Wood. He doesn't hit that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Barrett wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Snell, the pass to Wood. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Robinson, that's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
There's the pass to Rose. Griffin looking it over. Back to Rose. Fires from deep. And Harkless pulls it down. The Knicks with the lead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Wood. And the layup's good off the glass. Wood's got 6 points. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. Harkless on the wing. Payton against Rose. New York moving the ball around. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a new group in for the Knicks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Julius Randle. Kevin Knox comes in for Maurice Harkless. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Barrett. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Payton. To the left side wing. Back to Galloway. There's the steal. Here's Bullock. Off target on the 15-footer. Pass to Mikhailuk.
The big man, Thon Maker, moving well out there this time on the defensive end.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And Bones, he's got a 7-foot wingspan. Certainly the defensive potential is there for Frank Ntilikina.
Well, the questions have always been about the other end and whether or not Frank can find a way to score more efficiently on a nightly basis. Still young and still some room to grow.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Pistons, Baker out there with Doumbouya. Then there's Brown, and it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. So it's the Pistons now. The Knicks making the shot, and the dunk by Maker.
Well, it's 7-1. He doesn't have far to go, but Thon Maker rising up that time.
For 3, Bullock. Detroit with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ellington's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Henson comes in for Maker. And McRae's subbed in for Langston Galloway. Gibson with the steal. Here's Knox. That's tipped. Stolen by Doumbouya. Mikhailuk passes to Doumbouya.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Pass to McRae. The finish. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Gibson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And Those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I can watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now, here's Doomboy. Defense right on him. Bullock with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now, here's Ellington. Now, here's Bullock. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Here's Knox. Hornets in the post. Crafty move. And Henson sends it back.
Well, Henson's an explosive leaper and really active on that play.
Here's Mikhailuk. Rebounded by Knox.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Lots of room. And he drops that one in. Knox has got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Up top, Brown. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he misses his first shot. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bullock passes to Ellington. Here's Gibson. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. And now a 3-point New York lead. The Pistons have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's McCray. Ellington defending. Gibson with the steal. Bullock dishes to Gibson. Now here's Ellington. Defense is right there. That shot missing. Here's McCray. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a fantastic first quarter from Julius Randle. He had 9 points and 2 rebounds. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Alfred Payton. Julius Randle is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Barrett at the shooting guard. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Wood can hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Here's Wood. He has 6. Outside Rose. 5 to shoot. That shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Brent? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Shot's good by Gibson.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pistons trail by 5. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
And and you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Taj Gibson. Akers checked in for the Pistons. Randall against Griffin. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Rose, following the score by New York. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level.
Lillard finds Payton. Harkless with it. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Galloway's checked in. Outside Rose. The high post shot. Off the left rim and out. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Robinson. Feeds to Randall. Back to Robinson. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
There's Galloway. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Griffin kicks to Galloway. Goes up on the high post. The Pistons keeping it alive. A new 14 for New York. They've gone 5 of 6 so far from the...
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, putting on a bit of a show here.
Rose with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. And the dunk by Maker.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
A different look for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Randall. And Kevin Knox is subbed in for R.J. Barrett. And a switcher also for Detroit. McRae's checked in. Now here's Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Wow, Blake Griffin giving you all the highlights right here. His jams igniting both the crowd and his teammates.
Passes it to Ntilikina. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Thon Maker.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
All the talk about Ntilikina coming into the league is that he was an unpolished offensive player, but defensively could get after it and guard the 1, 2, and possibly 3 position. But now it's about him stepping up offensive production.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Reggie Bullock. John Henson's checked in for the Pistons. Tony Snell comes in for McRae. There's Galloway. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That one good for 2.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Henson. Oh, he jams it right over Mitchell Robinson. Wow!
They don't want John Henson getting in that close. Feels like he could just reach up while he's on the ground and still get that done.
Ntilikina passes to Knox. Here's Ntilikina. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
If you get aggressive like that, the defense has to react, and Ntilikina, the beneficiary of it.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Detroit with a change here, too. Wood, he's checked in for Henson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Kennard, the pass to Wood, and Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
And Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
He gets it in there. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Luke Kennard out there with Rose. And it's Wood in at the 5 spot. Outside Gibson. Harkless on the wing. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 4th rebound in this one. Griffin against Gibson. Pistons passing it around. Wood. And finished off by Wood.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Over in the corner, Harkless. Payton looking it over. And Griffin sends it back.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Snell kicks to Rose. Over Gibson. Rose can't hit. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Harkless finds Gibson. Out to Payton. Portis trying to free himself. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Gibson. And the Knicks lead by 3. The pass to Wood. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Gibson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the big man, Taj Gibson, a tough, defensive-minded veteran.
Such a huge part, the foundation really, of those teams in Chicago when he was playing alongside Joakim Noah. He's one of those glue guys who's willing to take on any assignment.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Portis, and Barrett subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Randle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. Payton kicks to Harkless. Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
Yeah, Randle does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Griffin dishes to Snell. Not going to go that time.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Randle no good. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Rose. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 8 points for Derrick Rose.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Harkless the pass to Randle, and Griffin sends it back. Rose against Payton. Pass to Griffin. Back to Rose. He feeds it to Griffin. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harkless with the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 7. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Rose. That one off the back iron and out. New York leading by 7. Payton outside. Count that bucket.
Well, Payton fending off the defense. That's a tough finish for a guard.
Here's Snell, defended by Harkless. Fires the 3, and Snell is good for 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Rose against Payton. Baseline jumper. They get it again. A second chance effort. Here's Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, Griffin with a huge feel for those moments. Easy to see why he wants the ball in his hands.
Here's Payton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Stepping up is Elfrid Payton. Says, give me that rock. I'll do something with it.
55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Kennard kicks to Rose. Here's the teardrop. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Julius Randle picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Both free throws good from Rose.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Here's Gibson. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And the Knicks lead by 6.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Kennard for 3. Randle grabs the board. New York with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Barrett slams it in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Randle right side. Kicks it to Harkless. Pass to Payton. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Six seconds left in the fourth. From deep. So it's New York picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get a... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony. How can the Wizards not be confident when they look as good as...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Kennard is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Wood in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the small forward.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Passes it to Snell. Back to Rose. It's stolen by Wall. It's Beal on the wing. It's Bryant, high post. Here's Hachimura, off target with the jump hook.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Griffin. Wall passes to Bryant. The second effort, and Griffin sends it back.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Wood tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Here's Wall. Rebounded by the Pistons. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strength.
Wizards passing it around. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And the athleticism on display. You gotta enjoy watching Hachimura go for the powerful finish.
Now here's Griffin. Nice D from Bryant.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Up top, Hachimura. Out to the right wing. Pass to Bryant. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Detroit making a switch. Mikhailuk is checked in. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Rose. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Bertans. Lets it go from deep. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And so Griffin will bring it up for Detroit. It's stolen by Bertans. Here's Smith. Mahimi down low. Griffin on him. The pass to Bertans. Clock at 6. Tries again. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kennard kicks to Rose. To the paint. Griffin against Mahimi. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I saw that one in Griffin's eyes. He was ready to throw that one down.
Washington trailing. The drive by Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Rose passes to Mikhailuk. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mahimi against Wood. The shot by Mahimi, no good. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Kennard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mo Wagner's checked in for Mahinmi, and Gary Payton has subbed in for Bradley Beal. Now, here's Bertans. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From deep three-point range, he can't get that one to fall. Now, here's Doumbouya. He's covered by Brown. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Detroit. They lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joys of play.
Being yourself, being in your own comfort.
You know, Gray, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Detroit, Doumbouya is out there with McRae. Then there's Brown. Then there's Maker. And it's Galloway in at point guard. Brown wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. Wizards trailed by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bertans in the post, and it's good. 2 points. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Pass to McRae. He feeds it to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
You can fall in love with floating around the perimeter. I like it when Maker attacks the rim.
Payton kicks to Wagner. And Maker sends it back. Here's McRae, covered by Smith. Back to Brown. Six on the shot clock, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Detroit, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And the technical free throw is good.
After going undrafted, Langston Galloway in 2015, he was named to the all-rookie second team. It's a terrific story.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Wizards trailing by 4.
When Griffin makes up his mind, he is ready to attack the glass.
Out to the wing. Here's Bunga. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
Here's Mikhailuk. Rebound, Washington. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards. And Detroit with a change here, too. Kennard's checked in. Now here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
46 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Mahinmi. Again, the Wizards good for two.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Here's Mikhailuk. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Wall kicks to Hachimura. Outside Griffin. Here's Mikhailuk. Passes to Henson. Here's Mikhailuk. Feeds it to Griffin. That'll be a 5-second call. Beal taking his time here. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope it was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Tonga in at the 3. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And the basket by Rose.
That play was made by Derrick Rose because of his ability to play pick-and-roll basketball.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Griffin. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
Here's Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got his second bucket of the game to go.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Three-pointer, Snell keeps it alive, and Griffin stays with it.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Pass to Bonga. Back to Wall. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
So for the Pistons, Makers checked in for Griffin. Jordan McRae comes in for Tony Snell. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden. I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. The Wizards making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Maker kicks to Galloway. Over Smith. And too long on the shot.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Flushes it down to finish the break.
What I like about Langston Galloway, he gets to his spot and he finishes plays.
Smith scanning the floor. Here's Bryant. The Wizards with another miss.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Here's McRae, covered by Payton. Here's Galloway, lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Piston lead.
Not a lot of flash to his game, but Galloway can surprise you with his first step.
Here's Smith, got a hand on it. Here we go, one-on-one. 1:46 left to play in the third. And here's Kennard. No good on the three. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Signature drive by Ish. Even though the defense knows it's coming, his quickness is hard to match up with.
So for the Wizards, Mahimi's checked in for Bryant. Mo Wagner comes in for Bertans. And Rui Hachimura subbed in for Payton. Pistons leading by 4. It's Brown on the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Pistons have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That free throw good from Brown. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Brown drops them both. Here's Smith. 1:19 left in the third. Inside. And there's the pass to Mahimi. Now here is Hachimura. Back to Mahimi. 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And it's Wagner missing. And so Brown will bring it up for the Pistons. 6-point lead. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Look at the body control after drawing the bump. Griffin still an elite athlete.
For Washington, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Mahimi. And Henson pulls it down. Detroit leading by 8. Dumboya with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Brown with it, working on Smith. And it's Brown missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Mahimi finds Smith. Wizards passing it around. Now Mahimi. Outside Beal. Misses the shot. And so it's Detroit in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The Pistons leading. On the floor for Detroit, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. John Henson out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at the 1. Pass to Snell. Kennard kicks to Rose. From deep. Doesn't go that time. And it's Washington the other way. Hachimura the pass to Wagner. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Kennard for 3. And no good that time.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Beal against Kennard. Wagner kicks to Beal. Just 5 on the clock. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Wagner.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Rose. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Washington making some changes. Bryant comes in for Mo Wagner. And Davis Bertan subbed in for Hachimura. And Detroit with a change here, too. Wood, he's checked in for John Henson. Kennard with the ball. Now Beal defending. Pass to Snell. And here's Griffin. Back to Snell. From downtown, Bryant with the rebound. Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Bonga. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Bonga's got his first points in this one.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Wall against Rose. Over Wall. Rose, no good. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Beal. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
Here's Griffin. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Now the pass to Bonga. Second chance shot. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bonga's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Wood kicks to Snell. Pass to Kennard. Here's Snell. Here's Wood. Shot clock at 6. Up again. And Griffin stays with it.
That's the kind of leadership you want from Blake Griffin, a guy who wants to take those big shots.
Passes it to Bertens. Count it.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Detroit leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Griffin. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
He's in a beautiful rhythm. Right now, he's knocking down shots, and he has that scorer's mindset.
Wall finds Bryant. Back to Wall. And the shot goes in.
And this is why Coach trusts Wall in these situations. He has a knack for making the right play at the right time.
Wall with the steal. Here's Beal. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Now just a 1-point Piston lead. Pass to Rose. Pistons passing it around. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
These are moments in the game where Blake needs to step up, and he did.
The free throw off from Griffin. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Here's Bryant. The pass to Bonga. And here is Berton. Just 5 to shoot. To tie it up. And that one is off. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Three-pointer, Snell. Rebound, Washington. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Pass to Kennard. Left side, Griffin. Back to Rose. Kicks it to Snell. From deep. And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA GA.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much.
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Bismack Biyombo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pistons, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Rose is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Wood in at the 5 spot. Now here's Graham. Here's Rozier. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Snell, the pass to Kennard. Pistons passing it around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now, here's Rozier. Here's Washington. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Rozier against Rose. Washington passes to Biyombo. 6 to shoot. And the Hornets miss again.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Here's Rose. They get the rebound. Griffin kicks to Kennard. Rose passes to Snell. It's Wood, top of the key. Passes to Kennard. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
And it's Washington missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Stolen by Washington. Here's Bridges. Makes it off the glass.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
And see, well, really because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year. And when Griffin is healthy, he's an effective player, a double-double threat who's tough to match up against.
Zeller, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. A nice shot by Zeller.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Snell dishes to Rose. Pass to Wood. And Griffin, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Griffin's got 6.
Oh, no. The work Griffin puts in the weight room pays off again. He takes the contact and muscles it into the bucket.
Here's Rose. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Hornets trail. Here's Graham. And finished off by Graham.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And the shot goes down.
Well, not just a jump shooter. Kennard is more than capable of doing real damage from the interior as well.
Three-pointer, Graham. It's not going to go for him. The Pistons go the other way with it to the left wing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And Bacon's checked in for Charlotte. Batum comes in for Terry Rozier. Here's McKayler. After the basket by Charlotte. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. And they pick up 2.
Great looking shot from Maker right there. You love seeing the big man drain these type of looks.
To the inside. It's stolen by Maker. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hornets. And they're moving it up. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
For the Pistons, John Henson comes in for Thon Maker. And McRae subbed in for Langston Galloway. Here's McRae. Here's Doumbouya. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
A nice shot by Zeller.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush, very deliberate with his moves.
Now here's Brown. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Mikhailuk passes to Henson. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Doumbouya. And again, Detroit turns it over. Now here's Graham. 4 seconds left. And he sinks the layup. Graham's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Hornets on top. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Brown out there with McRae. Then it's John Henson. Then there's Doumbouya. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Five to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here.
And that's just exceptional timing from Batum. Really getting in that jersey of the shooter.
That one, no good.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
He has a 7'6" wingspan, flashed tremendous speed for his size. He also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Hornets leading by 3. Batum with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
Well, when Batum spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Brown feeling out a bit. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Zeller passes to Bacon. Brown against Rozier. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Brown outside. To the middle, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Miles Bridges comes in for Dwayne Bacon. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Griffin with the steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. The putback to halt the run. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Batum. It's tipped. Outside Rose. Shoots from 14. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Well, that's almost effortless for Rose. Defenses can't be pleased that they allowed that look.
Stripped it away. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, we've seen this before, from Griffin. His dunking ability is off the charts.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rose with the block. Here's Snell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Thon Maker's checked in for Detroit. Langston Galloway comes in for Tony Snell. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Graham's checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Washington kicks to Graham. They get it back. Biyombo. Wood with the block. There's the pass to Graham. 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent. And
folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Galloway. No points in the game yet for him. Stolen by Washington. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And the dunk by Graham.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Graham gets a wide open look. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
In the corner, it's Bridges. And it's off from three-point range. Down low. Here's Maker. A rebound by Washington.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight.
Oh, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Oh, man, he could sky. Can't he? Bridges is an amazing finisher at the rim. He enjoys putting on a little bit of a show.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points. And that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Devontae Graham, what a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Devontae Graham is out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Washington in at the power forward. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Here's Bridges. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Biyombo, the pass to Washington. Now here's Graham. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Rozier. Misses the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Knocked loose and stolen by Graham. To the middle. They swipe it. Here's Rose. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Rose has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Detroit. Rozier the pass to Washington. Here's Bridges. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Biyombo finds Bridges. Clock at 6. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. John Henson's checked in for the Pistons. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. So it's the Hornets now. Great open look there. Graham's got the lead up to 12 now for Charlotte. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Stolen by Washington. And a fast break now for the Hornets. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. No good from outside.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Graham. He's tightly guarded, and that's a foul called on Jordan McRae. That is his first foul of the game. A different look here for Detroit. Mikhailuk is checked in, and it's Brown in for Derrick Rose. Dwayne Bacon's checked in for the Hornets. Mikhailuk passes to Brown, and Bacon pulls it down. Hornets leading by 12. Here's Graham, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Hornets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. For the Pistons, Akers checked in for John Henson. Doumbouya comes in for McRae. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Bruce Brown. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. From deep three-point range, a rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Zeller, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Now there's the high basketball IQ of Zeller. He knows he's going to get whacked, but he turns it into an and one.
Pistons trail by 17. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
It stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Griffin kicks to Galloway. Here's Mikhailuk. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Out left to the wing. Pass to Washington. Charlotte moving it around. And here is Zeller. Picked off in midair. Here we go, one-on-one. It's deflected.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot block.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. The first one falls. A different look here for Detroit. Christian Woods checked in for Griffin. And it's Kennard in for Doumbouya. Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte. Miles Bridges comes in for Nicholas Batum. To the right side. Graham surveying the floor. In the corner, it's Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And it's Graham missing.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Mikhailuk can't get it to go. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Charlotte. For Charlotte, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so Griffin will bring it up for Detroit. Rose dishes to Griffin. Passes it to Kennard. Here's Wood, covered by Biombo. Here's Snell. Kicks to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Using his speed to his advantage, Griffin, once again, he has the momentum to make sure he's going to dunk it home in 4.
And it's Zeller slamming it down.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Rose, no good. That one doesn't drop. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Charlotte. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
But it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Doumbouya is out there with Maker. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Galloway in at the 2. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Pistons trail by 20. Outside Knight. Rozier with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Washington with it. He dishes it to Zeller. Back to Washington. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Knight, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. They get it back, and Zeller kicks to Rozier. That three off the mark.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Washington passes to Zeller, and Maker sends it back.
Proving he can be an active defender. Great hustle from Maker to stifle the shoot.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Martin.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. He kicks it to Batum. Rozier for three. They grab their own miss. Charlotte moving the ball around. And the foul on Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Charlotte making a switch here. Graham's checked in. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And it's blocked.
I love Rozier putting that much effort into his D. Let's see more of the same in every possession.
Three-pointers. Snell. Griffin. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. At the elbow, it's Rose. Over Rozier. Rose, no good. Hornets leading by 20. Zeller passes to Graham. The kick out to Rozier. Zeller against Wood. Here's Rozier over Rose. And there's Rozier on the assist by Zeller. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Hornets shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hernangomez on the money with the open jumper.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Up top, Knight. Now Hernangomez.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Cody Zeller.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Martin the pass to McDaniels. Here's Bacon. Martin's checked in for Dwayne Bacon.
That's his first personal foul. Hornets substitution.
So it's the Hornets now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Now here is Martin. He's covered closely. And finished off by Hernangomez.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Launches it. Cans it from downtown.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Martin kicks to McDaniels. Over to the wing. Outside, Martin. Clock at 4. Beyond the arc. Back to Monk. Outside, Martin. Another shot off target. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And now the New York Knicks starters. They've got Payton. Taj Gibson is out there with Randall. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Harkless in at the small forward. And for the Pistons, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Rose in at the point guard. Here's Harkless. The second chance effort. Here's Payton. Trying to get open is Gibson. It's another look. Randall no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Kennard kicks to Snell. To the paint. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
The three ball. Griffin grabs the board.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Kennard finds Snell. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Harkless.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Pass to Snell. Back to Rose. Pass to Kennard. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Barrett gets it to go.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early. But Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA. And that, to me, is where he can make his mark.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Randall. Here's Gibson. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Griffin. Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got his second bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Payton. Harkless finds Payton. Back to Harkless. Randall down low. Griffin's there. Rose goes in. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Barrett the pass to Harkless. Back to Barrett. Over Kennard. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 6 points.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
From about 16, the Knicks pull it in. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rose kicks to Wood. Kennard the pass to Snell. He feeds it to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And a new group in for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Portis comes in for Randall. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Elfrid Payton.
This guy just excels in the open court. Ntilikina relishes fast break opportunities.
To the inside. Passes it to Mikhailuk. to Maker. The pass to Galloway. Lays it up and banks it in.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, that's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 4-point game. Maker, right wing. Here's Mikhailuk. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New York shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
This guy can finish with either hand. What a finish from R.J. Barrett.
Brown against Barrett. Brown drives in, unloads from 9, and Maker the bucket on the assist by Brown.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Ntilikina. And that one released in time, but no good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pistons. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of the...
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Portis. Reggie Bullock is out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Knox in at the 3 slot. Tipped away. Some nice passing by New York here. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game. Up top, Henson. Pass to Mikhailuk. He kicks it to Doumbouya. On the wing, Brown. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 3. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Henson's shot is off. New York trailing.
And Doris, the Knicks have made it clear they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players moving forward.
So would I, Greg, if I had a quick twitch 7-footer with the shot blocking abilities, the defensive instincts, and this guy is putting in the time to grow his game on the offensive end. Listen, Mitchell Robinson's going to be a problem in this league.
Here's Ntilikina following the bucket by the Pistons. And now the Pistons fast break. Takes a 3. And the shot no good from McRae. Knicks trail by 4. Robinson down low. Defended by Henson. Here's Bullock. And another turnover here by New York. For the Knicks, Randall's checked in for Portis. Ellington comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Payton in for Frank Ntilikina. Pistons leading by 4. Goes up on top. Covered by Payton. Griffin passes to Kennard. Griffin down low. Randall on him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Griffin's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons. Ellington dishes to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. It's Randall with the drive. Robinson finds Ellington. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
And here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Rose. And he converts the layup. And the Pistons lead by 6. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Outside for Robinson. Passes it to Ellington. Here's Knox. Payton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson passes to Randall. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now it's an 8-point Detroit lead. And there's the pass to Knox. Right side Robinson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Mr. Mitchell Robinson won't be denied. Go ahead.
So for the Pistons, Thon Maker's checked in for Christian Wood. Tony Snell comes in for Jordan McRae. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Knicks also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Shot, high post, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
You know, the ability to stop and pop on a moment's notice is what makes him so deadly from that part of the floor.
Harkless finds Barrett. And Maker sends it back. Blake Griffin getting it done for the...
Kevin, thanks. Derek, what's the most important thing on defense, and how does that impact the offense?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 12 points and 4 rebounds. He was up. And that'll do it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Derrick Rose is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Wood in at the center position. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Here's Payton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, the speed of Elfrid Payton is a problem for many defenders. Really good job knifing inside and drawing contact.
So he gets them both. Now here's Rose. The 10-footer. That shot is off. And New York will come the other way. Here's Barrett. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
Oh, my goodness. That was electric. R.J. Barrett with a little flash.
Snell dishes to Griffin. Pass to Wood. Now Kennard. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Randall grabs the board. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. They trail by 6. And the basket is good.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision. It's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
And Doris, while he's kind of welcomed the spotlight of playing in New York, off the court, R.J. Barrett more of a homebody.
Right, and I love that because this is a young man who's committed to his craft. All of his energy is on becoming the best NBA player he can possibly be. But Greg, 100% correct. He's got the temperament and maturity to face the pressure of New York.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Now, here's Barrett. 14 points for him. Here's Harkless, and Griffin sends it back. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Trying to find Wood. Gets it to him. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The offensive rebound. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson is so strong on the backboards. His ability to pursue the offensive glass is truly a thing to watch.
Rose finds Snell. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Barrett, no good. Pistons leading by 4. And stolen by Payton. Harkless with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Here's Barrett, and he banks in the layup. 16 points for R.J. Barrett.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Rose kicks to Snell. Pass to Wood. The Knicks pull it in.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Rose. After R.J. Barrett's bucket.
A tenacious forward with high energy.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Knicks making a switch here. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Kevin Knox comes in for Randall. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Ntilikina in for Elfrid Payton. Now, here's Doumbouya. Here's Mikhailuk. Lays it up off the glass. Mikhailuk's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
One-on-one here. Here's Griffin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a big man that plays with a lot of versatility in his game. Opponents have to be cautious of Griffin on the drive.
Griffin hits them both. For New York, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. They get a hand on it. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's blocked.
This is the effort they need from Kevin Knox on the defensive end. What a block.
Galloway, the pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Galloway.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Ntilikina. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Six seconds left in the third quarter. 1 second left. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Really good patience from Kevin Knox, understanding how to deliver a pass on time and on target.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And for the Knicks, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Reggie Bullock. Bobby Porter's out there with Knox. Then there's Wayne Ellington. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And so Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Just streaking in, Galloway making the most of that one.
And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul. Here's Bullock. Passes to Knox. Robinson left side. That one falls.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Pistons shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Mikhailuk. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw. Tony Snell's checked in for Detroit. Luke Kennard comes in for Bruce Brown. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for the Knicks. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Henson's shot is off. New York trailing. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And they're running. Here's Kennard. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
You know, the easy one there. You know, Galloway able to read the defense, finding his man for the great setup. Pretty.
Payton passes to Portis. Kicks to Ellington. New York moving the ball around. Here's Payton. Off target with his 3. Pistons leading by 3. Here's Kennard. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Bullock. Rebounded by Maker. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Galloway, the pass to Henson. Ball's knocked loose. Kennard with the ball. 4 on the clock. To the middle, Maker. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Robinson. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ellington inside the three-point line. New York, no good that time either. And the Pistons with possession here. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Galloway taking his time here. A pass to Maker. Kennard for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Pistons lead by 6.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Payton kicks to Bullock. Over Kennard. Robinson. And Robinson is right there.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Galloway, the pass to Henson. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Galloway. Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely, and that one drops.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. He dishes it to Henson. Back to Kennard. And Henson kicks to Galloway. 6 to shoot. Down low. And it's denied. And he gets it back. Kennard for three. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. A different look here for Detroit. Christian Woods checked in for John Henson. Blake Griffin comes in for Thon Maker. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Langston Galloway. And a new group in for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Rando comes in for Bobby Portis. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Reggie Bullock. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Now Rose after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. Over Barrett. Rose can't hit.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Griffin passes to Wood. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now, here's Barrett. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Knicks ball. Substitution on the court.
And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kennard on the wing. There's the triple. And the miss. And so it's Detroit with the W. Some good competition, but the whole. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Road Warrior Wizards arriving at the arena. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3. And for Detroit, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Kennard is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Wood in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Offensive rebound. And Bryant gets it to go.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Rose passes to Griffin. Here's Snell. Pass to Rose. Now Kennard. Ball stolen. Kennard against Beal. He dishes it to Bryant. And it goes down 2 points. Bryant's got 6.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Snell from outside. And no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. Here's Wall. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing. And look at the elevation.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Now here's Griffin. Bryant with the rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Hachimura. No good. Shot missing. Griffin with some nice D. Rebound, Washington. Outside, Wall. Here's Bryant. Rose with the block. Pass to Snell. Goes up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Now, here's Maker. Here's Mikhailuk. Back to Maker. And the layup is good.
Absorbing contact and finishing through it. Maker's been adding strength to his frame.
Smith surveying the D. To the wing on the left. Here's Bertanis. Doumbouya pulls it in. For Detroit, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by Brown and finished off by Brown.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Payton passes to Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Now, here's Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
You can fall in love with floating around the perimeter. I like it when Maker attacks the rim.
Outside Bryant. Brown outside. .30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 6. Smith dishes to Bryant. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Bryant's got 12 points in the game.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Mikhailuk passes to Maker. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by Brown. From deep. No good on the shot. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got Payton. Troy Brown is out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Ish Smith, and it's Mahinmi in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Doumbouya. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Brown the pass to Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And John Henson with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here is Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The basket counts, and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And then for Washington, Hachimura is checked in for Mahinmi. Bradley Beal comes in for Brown. And John Wall subbed in for Smith. Here is Rose. Back to Snell from past the arc. Just 5 to shoot. Griffin. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And the Wizards making a change here. Bogga's checked in. Here's Wall. That one, no good. And Detroit the other way now. And here's Kennard to the left side wing. Wood kicks to Rose. Over Beal. Kept alive. Wood passes to Kennard. Off target with the open look.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Wall finds Hachimura. Poked away. Griffin with the steal. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Blake got out and ran in transition, made it look so easy.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Snell from outside. Kennard, the second chance points on the tip in. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for Detroit.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And Beal kicks to Hachimura. Pass to Wagner. And a missed layup. Pistons leading by 3. Wood passes to Kennard. The Pistons working the ball around now. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Oh, not a good look there, guys. No one near him, and he still clangs one off the rim.
Back to Wood. All with the steal. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Now, here's Kennard. Back to Rose. Griffin against Hachimura. That shot by Griffin, no good. Wizards have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Beal, the pass to Wagner. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Wood. Rose scanning the floor. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Wood's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pistons lead. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Thomas Bryant really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Wood, and it's Rose in at the point guard position. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
So it's the Wizards now after the basket by Detroit. Griffin with the steal. Pushing it up. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Griffin's got 6.
Tremendous vision D-Rose has. Always finding ways to make an impact.
Beal dishes to Bryant. And the dunk by Hachimura.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Brown. Here's Wood. From deep three-point range, and it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break. 3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Now here's Griffin. 8 points for him. And then Griffin with the dunk.
I saw that one in Griffin's eyes. He was ready to throw that one down.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Wall looking it over. And the pass to Bonga. Back to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. That one a little long.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Kennard on the wing. The shot from the low post is good. And it's a 5-point Piston lead.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here's Snell. He's covered by Beal. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I'm a fan of Tony Snell's shooting touch. Whether it's a free throw or an in-game jumper, he can do serious damage.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game. And a different look here for the Pistons. Henson's checked in for Wood. Thon Maker comes in for Blake Griffin. McRae's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose. Now here's Beal. To the paint. Here's Mahimi. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists in the game. Galloway taking his time here. Inside. Maker kicks to Henson. Pistons passing it around. Here's Snell. He's covered by Brown. Detroit needs to get off a shot. On the top of the key. Galloway, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Brown the pass to Bertens. And Maker sends it back.
Watching him protect the rim, you never guess Maker's averaging less than 1 block a game for his career.
The Pistons making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in. Now, here's Bertans. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Here's Galloway, covered by Smith. Out left to the wing. Here's Mikhailuk. And slam dunk by Henson.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Back to Smith. Good if it goes. No good on the last second attempt there. Blake Griffin getting it done for the Detroit Pistons. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Spanning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Travis Bertans out there with Troy Brown. And it's Mahimi in at the center position. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by Brown. Lets the 3 fly.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
There's Tennis, passes to Mahimi. Back to Bertans. From outside, off the mark. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. To the inside. Doumbouya, and it's blocked. Outside, Beal. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Brown, the pass to Henson. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Mikhailuk. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Now, here's Bertans. T right on him. Here's Mahimi. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Brown kicks to Henson. Passes it to McCray. Back to Henson. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Mahimi against Brown to tie it up. Rebound, Detroit.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And a different look here for the Pistons. Wood, he's checked in for Henson. Blake Griffin comes in for Doumbouya. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for McCray. And it's Rose in for Brown. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wood's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Over in the corner, Rose. Over to the left wing. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 6. Here's Hachimura.
And you can see.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
All right, thank you, David. First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. On its way from Rose for two. Bryant with the rebound. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Outside, Wall. Over Rose. Here's Bryant. Goes up again. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Bryant against Wood. Rose passes to Wood. Outside Rose. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Griffin. And he goes right over Thomas Bryant and slams it down.
Top-notch play from Griffin. That was a bucket they needed.
And so it's Detroit with the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it for